So, Pat, I want to talk about the difference between a leads group and a referral group.
Here's the main thing that I look at it is one's having just, a relationship with people and you see them and whatever. And the other one's having a commitment, and for me, the whole thing is commitment. When you go to a leads group, and there are a great leads group out there, and I would say a lot of meetups that are business related are kind of leads group. You can look at them like that. Okay, we're getting together for those kinds of things. The reality is you're probably not going to get many leads from that. And that's why most people that go to those things look at the people that are there as potential leads. They actually, the attendees at a leads group usually are the target in most cases, right? You take that and you move it to, let's say, a known referral group like BNI. Well, those folks are all in a committed relationship. They meet at a specific time. They have a specific rules of engagement. They have specific processes that you're trying to do. They're always there once a week at a certain specific time, meeting each other before, during, and after the meeting, trying to do things. There's validation. Hey, I used Martin. I worked with Martin here in the past. I want to let our BNI group know that I got great value from it. Martin treated. So you get the validation in these committed relationships. In a leads group, like I said, it's rarely calling it leads group is just being very kind to it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I would like to think of that as a gathering of like-minded people. So let's say you go to a chamber function, mm-hmm. and it's a function to get everybody together. I wouldn't look at that as a leads group, and I wouldn't look at that as a prospecting group. What I would do is, if you can tell who's going to be at that chamber function, mm-hmm. and so I'm a chamber member and you're a chamber member, and Martin, let's say I've been able to go to your LinkedIn profile. I see what you do in different places. I kind of know something about you. I want to make a short list of people I want to meet at the leads group. Mm-hmm. And that's my list of people. And I'm going to go in there and say, has anybody seen Martin Brossman? I really want. So I want to be very strategic of who I go talk to. Now, I'm not looking to run into you from the perspective, hey, Martin, you should buy my stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay? Or we should do business together. I just want to use some of those things like we talked go in the course to kind of break the ice, to get me on your map, to get me under consideration. Here's the thing with funnels, online and offline. You take the sales funnel, okay? At the very top of the funnel, outside the funnel, is called unawareness. People are unaware of you, your product, your service, your offering, what you can do. And so that's what we try and do. We try and make people aware of us. So because the first part of the funnel when they stop in, that's awareness. I'm aware of Martin Brossman, and so I can consider using his service, okay? Mm-hmm. So we have unawareness. So I look at leads groups and some of those meetups and those things as an unawareness opportunity. I just want to get there and make people aware of me. I don't want to sell anybody. I don't want to try and look at it as a lead or referral or whatever. I want to do what that is. Because once they're aware of me, then I can start educating them. I can start maybe offering value. If I have free trials, then I can start making people, once you're aware of me, I can make you start considering. Now keep in mind, in the consideration stage, I may be considering using you as a coach. I may be considering using somebody else as a coach. I may be considering just taking some online trainings for what I'm wanting to do and not have a real person. I may decide not to do anything at all. There's all kinds of alternatives and other things to consider. We just want to be in play, whether we're online and offline, of consideration, right? So people are going to come and choose their own time. We just want to, once they're aware of us, and we want to make more people aware of us all the time. That's why those leads groups, the chamber functions, the meetups, that's why they work, because people are aware of us. They're reminded of that guy does SEO, that guy does insurance, whatever it is. Then they go through awareness, then they go through consideration. At the very bottom of consideration is action. That's when somebody actually says, you know what, I really do need a coach. I really like what Martin has done. I'm going to pick Martin. So my point with that is understand that they're all important. Leads groups or meetup groups, those things are important. But a referral is almost something, especially if you're doing it right, where I'm giving you referrals, Martin, where I want your business to succeed because I've gotten value from it. It gives value to the people that I work with. You're an important part of my Rolodex, you can't replace that. So mm-hmm. So I look at, that's your core. That's the strategic thing you can do. The leads group, whatever, just do those anyway. It'll help fill the pipeline. That's how I look at both those things.
Yeah. There's several things. One is, like you said, the difference between a leads group and a referral group generally is the level of commitment. Key to this is they all can have their place. And in fact, it's okay to just go to, I went to a networking event the other day, and I went just as a social event to connect to people. Understand each one is important in a process because there wasn't a specific list of people there. But I really had a great time, and it was more a business social event because we talked about the isolation of self-employment, of it's fun to get together, and I'm actually ran into some introduction level contacts that I'm at least pursuing and building off of it.
Exactly.
All has its place. It's just often in a referral group, we're getting together with the commitment of looking out for business for each other. And I think that's the biggest distinction.
What we're trying to do is have people understand that you can still go hunting, that sometimes as a small business owner, you still got to go hunting for business. You still got to get out in the woods. You got to do all those kind of things to get out there. What we want to try and do is have you do ranching, though. We want you to domesticate something and have a known, constant, consistent source of revenue. And you can't do that by going to willy-nilly leads kind of thing.
Right.
Do that.
Right.
So we want you to be a rancher, not a hunter.
Excellent. Great discussion.